Hi kids, isn't it such a lovely day outside today? So today I thought because it's such a nice day that we might make some fairy globes today. Now this is the first time I've ever done this, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. So what you need I should call it a fairy jar really, not a fairy globe. So what you need for your fairy jar is a jar. I'm sure you've got lots lying around the house. Now inside the jar I've put some compost, but if you want you could use clay or soil, anything like that, anything you can find out in the back garden. Now, so the next thing you need is some moss. Now if you can't find any moss out in the back garden, you could get some grass or some shrubs, anything like that, just a bit of greenery. And I've also got a twig. And I went out and I picked some leaves and some flowers. So you probably have some lovely things out in your garden as well you can pick. And of course we need the usual. So we need our colours. And we need our scissors. And we'll need some glue. And we need some sellotape. So why don't you go off and get those things and you can come back to me. Kids, I forgot to mention that I also got some little stones from outside. And you'll need 2 of these popsicle sticks. So why don't you pause me for a second and you can run out and get those. Now, to start, what we need to do is we're going to draw a little fairy house and we're going to draw a butterfly. So as you can see, I've already drawn them, so I'm just going to go around them now. So the first thing you do is you draw your little square. And then in the square, you draw 2 little small squares for the windows. And for the door, you draw the letter N. And then the top of your house is going to be a mushroom. So you're drawing half a circle. And then I've just put some small little circles in there. And then for my butterfly, you draw a little long body. And what this is kind of a reverse number 3. And you just do it on the other side. And I'm going to put 2 little circles in there. Now, so I'm going to colour in mine and you can colour in yours and then come back to me when you've that done. So I've been busy. I've coloured and cut out my little house and my little butterfly. So the next thing we need to do is we have to get our popsicle stick. Now we're going to put a little bit of glue on the back of our butterfly. And we're going to just stick that to our popsicle stick. And let that dry for a few minutes. Now the next one, this popsicle stick, I'm going to break it in half, so you might need to get an adult to do this because there could be some sharp edges on it. Just pull those off. Now, so I'm going to put a bit of glue on my house. And I'm just going to stick him there now. And let him dry for a minute. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this little twig that I collected outside. Now, make sure that the twig isn't bigger than your jar, because you don't want it sticking out the top. So I'm going to collect all my little bits that I got from the garden. So I have this, I'm going to put it at the back. And then I've got my little flowers. Just going to arrange them nicely on the stick. And then I'm going to get some sellotape. You might need help with this now as well. And I'm just going to wrap the sellotape around my steak. So it's like a little bouquet of flowers. They look pretty, don't they? Yeah, so I'm going to get my jar and I'm going to pop those in first. So pop those near the back. Now it's okay if the leaf is a bit bigger than the jar, because what you can do is you can just tuck it down. That's alright. That looks nice. Now, so the next thing we need to do is we need to put in our butterfly. So he's flying high up there so he can go up near the top. And then we'll put in our little house. And he can go in the front. That looks nice. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put in a few little stones, not too many. Oh! My little house is going to fall down, I think, is it? This is tricky because you don't know where the stones are going to land. It's fun though. And now I'm going to put in some of my moss. I got some lovely coloured moss. I got light green moss. And I managed to get some dark green stuff as well, which was good. Now if you can't get moss, just get some grass or some leaves or anything like that. Anything you like. You can pop them in. Now, I think that's all the moss we'll put in because I'll end up hiding my house. That looks really nice, doesn't it? So the final thing you need to do is put your lid back on. And what I'm going to do is just put a bit of PVA glue around the top. And I'm going to stick the remainder moss on the top of my jar. Oh, that looks nice. It's very messy though, kids. But that's okay. That's the fun of it, isn't it? Yeah, so that's it. All done. So you can put your little jam jar out in the garden if you want, or you can put it in your bedroom. And so, as usual, you can send me in your pictures and I can't wait to see them. So, happy crafting, kids!